Now, still going for a massive spray up against Kagendra. Chul is just right on top of the hill here. Break couldn't find an angle. He needs to do something very fast because Kagendra's running out of time. But what just happened? Chul took a nade to the face.
The Manapa out. Nade still flying through. A lot of cars is all around. Be careful off the detonation. And then does erupt. Now Nade connects. Kagendra up and going away from the round. ASIA put him into the mixture as well. And simultaneously, 2 players is out. 7 more to go. Please catch some players off the rotation, and at the same time, just be on the favorable spot.
Talon will be coming up from the northern side, and BE, of course, will be coming from the west. Now, considering the distance that we have, I think we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of them really fight in just a while. But for Bigetron, I think this one is inevitable. Team Secret will then have to defend themselves.
Nope, nothing else to defend. The nade just flies through. They got 2 players down here from the side of BTR. Another nade flies in. Damage inflicted. 1 forward away for them to go down. But Hyena, they want to put themselves into the action. They want to strike where BTR is vulnerable. And only till then, the smokes could be into their favor. And 1 player able to get the connection for the last and final player of Team Secret. They get eliminated by Hyena. The job's not over, not just yet. Bigetron, Knights, they're tagged up, especially for the set of Villain, Langsung, Kent. They're not really holding on to anything. You got to go for the strike right now.
Oh man, yesterday it was DRS who actually scored the first winner chicken. 20 seconds on the clock before we move to stage 7.
Keep it safe. Play it right. The moment intensifies as the last 4 squads, they're on a standoff. It's all going to come down to the perfect timing, the perfect time to strike. Hyena, Talon, they got the best odds. BTR, you don't want to put them away from the picture as well. The Lone Wolf there from the set of Vagabonds. Saudi is also there, just lurking on the trail. But for the timing, there is a lot of presence from within each other. That is going to be Hyena and BTR trying to take each other away from the scene.
This circle will definitely force BTR to go up against Hyena now. They can no longer avoid this conflict. We can see that racing on prone, trying to slither like a snake here. But you know what, Slayer? Oh man, that was an accurate nade coming from Notsu. Okay, Slayer cooking up another one, racing desperately, crawling back to his teammate here. Will definitely hide behind that tree, but it's not looking too good for the BTR guys.
Oh, Vagabond Saudi is out. Last 3 squads remaining. They got a complete set of players. Never mind BTR. They lose 1. Villain is out. Hyena, they have this opportunity right now to just absolutely demolish BTR. They got that elevation. They got the nades flying through. It's going to be Nudzu once again cooking up 1. Is it going to be a connection? It should be a connection. No, the tree saves. Racing's live. Arc is pushing up front. But they only have the smoke. They can rely on the precision in regards to their aim, but it's a very small chance for them to do so. Racing is just eating the nade like a boss, but the question is, how long can he sustain?
There is no doubt that BTR at this moment is back in the corner, ladies and gents, but we've seen a team getting back in the corner and actually performing great still. But Bigetron Knights, let's see what kind of trick they have up in their sleeves. But what a shot coming from Arc, was able to get 1. BTR still trying to have an exchange here, racing, using a UMP, pulled out his M4, went for a massive spray, got the job done.
Job's done. Not yet though. Get the finalization. Hyena. Here, hiding behind. First aid kit inbound. But the bomb on the side of Talon Axel. Such a menace. And he wants to go for some more. He tries to go for the spray, tries to go for the fight. The finalization is there. But the trade-off is also evident. Bigetron Knights racing, dodging, praying, hoping for some signs of life. And it's so tough for him to do so. Only the smoke that can separate him from his opposition. But it's not going to be enough. Talon able to get the shutdown, and it's a 1v1. Could be a 2v1 if ever Pekka gets the pickup, and it's now
very strong day one of Group B. So let's see if they can power through the remaining as well. Even MME, I mean, they are all right there, cooped up in that one spot. But in the moment, or in the meantime, rather, BTR versus GLU, and as you can see, BTR trying their best to flush out the players of GLU. Hasby is cooking up a nade here. Can he get? Whoa! Unfortunately, no. That wasn't a very good trajectory coming from GLU.
Well, not at all, not at all. BTR, you know how strong they can be, and they want to show it up here up against the Glue squad. Villain's going to go for the flank, racing alongside Ken, and Ark will be pushing from the front side. Stickly has to provide some support here from the back, but unfortunately he's too far from the scene. And it's now just all going to come down to how cohesive Bigetron Knights will be able to push here up front, but one player goes out. KXK F27 able to get one. Villain pushing off here to try to get the trade, but he doesn't sustain, and Stickly from the back is still going to be able to put up the impact and still help out the squad to survive for another round.
I thought Villain's gonna be having a BTR taking a little time to eliminate the enemies, the opposition, but there's already a need for them to move. But the good thing about BTR is the fact that they are still a complete squad, so that would always be, you know, an advantage.
For sure. Now the strike comes along. DRS gonna go for a drive-by. Bring down Highness here, feeling the wrath of DRS. Question is, can they find the finalization, accumulation of this damage to try to get the knock? And Highness, so far, they're still holding on, trying to do the best that they could, but Kagendra Akulamaka puts himself into the mixer as well. Two directions that Highness has to deal with. And DRS, so far, they are struggling to get the finisher. Not until we get to see the final shot to come through. Highness, DRS, out.
Vagabonds once again in a very good spot. They weren't able to get the winner. They don't have anywhere else to go. So if Vagabonds can be successful in obliterating BTR, then they could assume a lot of points. I mean, BTR would be taking out the biggest threat, I can say. But anyway, from behind, that is such a great tactic coming from Kagendra.
Yeah, the Garudas is on. Flying, soaring, dive bombing the players of Vagabonds. And it's just gonna be Nom Nom here feasted on by the side of Kagendra. 5 elims to their name, but the job's not over. Simultaneously, Bigetron Knights pushing up. Blue Squad from the back tries to go for the spray. And as Kagendra starts the fight, they're gonna be the next squad to get eliminated as well.
Vagabonds definitely did not expect Kagendra will be swooping from right behind. Now BTR is still alive, dealing with GLU, but I feel like this is going to be a GLU win this time, Warden, considering that they have an over advantage and they're taking care of business. Only 2 more players left for the side of BTR, and there goes the chicken dinner. Caught by the one and only GLU Squad Esports.
You strike at their weakest. No resets. Bigetron, Red Knights, they pushed up. Kagendra
on their feet. I mean, this is the beauty of PUBG Battle Royale. You need to be quick on your, like make last minute decision or split decisions even, and those decisions might do you good. Sometimes it can't. Man, you can't even tell what's going to happen next. But the kill feed is lighting up once again, ladies and gents, and the Talon BTR a Wrangle match will definitely end faster than usual. But anyway, getting back into DRS XMPL, already a casualty here, although Killer Whitey was able to put up 1 elimination point. Talon Esports losing some members as well. Pre-Tom, we also got Ghost here, ASI8, getting picked off by DRS, or the Real Soldiers, ladies and gents. And now DRS managed to put up 3 elimination points. A Vampire exited the game with only 2 points. At least they're not empty-handed. I guess that's a progress right there.
Well, not at all. Not for the placement, maybe or not. But hey, BTR sprays down. Axel goes out, but from the back, one player from the side of the Falcons is able to go for the drop down, and he is able to change the tides just quickly, just like that, with that certain play.
Yeah, you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Ladies and gents, Misery putting up a show going up against the BTR. We only have like, what, one player left for the side of Talent Esports, so that make that 2. Currently, they're dominating with 5 elimination points, and now Misery making a move as well. BTR already on the way. We can see ARK is just circling like Shark here, preying on Misery. Now Misery is currently on the ground now. What is Talent gonna do?
Feasting on it for sure. Spraying down. Big place. Ark here trying to sustain. Gonna go inside the hut perhaps. Tries to go for the reset. The timing fits to his favor, but we gotta watch out for the nade. Nick's not gonna go for the pop. He's gonna go for the peek out, and they go for the pinch, leaving Ark with nothing but demise. Indra dabs here, spraying down. It's a 8. Finding one there. It's gonna be a second here, trying to try to put himself into the picture, but he still wins the gunfight. Spray down is on. It's shot here, trying to put himself to the picture, but unfortunately, Hasaki is gonna be inside of the zone. Gendra though is still feeling the force, and it's just all gonna come down to Crypto here to try to make the difference for the squad of ASI8.
He almost dropped the guy. Unfortunately, he ran out of bullets. So what a shame. But anyway, oh man, it's turning into a great fight so far. Now that the teams are actually engaging with one another. Kagendra, we've got Talent Esports losing some members. We've got Kent over here from BTR shutting down SOAS. We've got Dobbs of Kagendra on his knees as well. Man, Cupid is definitely lining up. We've got Achuma Laka over here from Kagendra, low in HP, but he was able to drop players in front of him.
Big shots right there. Akula Malaka here sustaining for the squad of Kagendra, but they only have one player here standing strong. One odds here for this round.
Okay, so currently we've got 2 amazing spots here inside the circle. So got the information where to throw the nade, but Nerd said being reckless, as well as some of the players coming from Harami Rose now on the ground. East just made a move up against Harami, was able to score at least 2, and now Team Falcons showcasing their 10 elimination points.
Beautiful shots here for the set of the Falcons. Harami Bros now going to be eliminated. East, though, in red, it's going to be down here. Hyena's not going to be wasting any time to try to close out the distance, and they're going to go for the spray. East is a goner already. Top Z, top triple Z is trying to sustain, but he gets sprayed down by Slayer from the set of the Hyenas. And now it's just going to be the last 2 players here for the Falcons. Pekka here on the front line, trying to get the seal done. Can he get it? No, Icy finds the double, but he's going to be all alone here for the remaining round.
Catastrophe strikes over to the boys of Harami, and now they're out of the game. BTR survives. Now we got DRS, H&E, Falcons. These are your top 4 teams remaining. AC also got eliminated with 7 elimination points. Now Icy cooking up that nade. Getting ready to throw up against Kent here. Slayer is just waiting for that right opening knock. Maybe waiting for Icy to expose himself. Okay, Icy tried to get shut down by Slayer, but I was able to dodge that attack, but he's not letting go of that nade.
Good time. But the shots are connecting already! BTR, car 24.
Bigetron, Knights versus DRS versus H&E. However, H&E is in the least chance of getting the winner in Chicken Dinner, considering that they're down with their last player, and that is Slayer. But then again, we're not discounting the possibility of for Slayer bagging the winner in Chicken Dinner as he puts down Arc of BTR.
Putting it down. DRS, best odds for them, but it's not going to be too far apart here against Hyena and the BTR. Big fights coming through. DRS finds the kill. Now it's going to be BTR out. DRS still alive in of days, and it's now going to be Jiaoyi here out and going. And it should be the last and final player for them to go for the connection, but instead, before he goes out per se, he's going to take 1 player with him. In fact, they get the elimination up against Mad Moore and Esports.
Massive counter coming from 628. Look who decided to show up for the final round, Warden. But can they survive this, wave from Falcon? I see now cooking up that nade. Jiaoyi is still, he is out of the game courtesy of
Spectacular. Now, spray down comes along here for the set of Bigetron Knights. Not going to be able to find anything off that. That is a very beautiful monster truck, I gotta say. Oh, I'm so sorry. That caught me off guard.
Wings.
The aura, the wings, and everything. A fairy monster truck. Doesn't really fit in the name. I never thought I'd be saying fairy and monster in this ended passiveness, and they look for the perfect time for them to go for the strike. Now, can they find any information off Linux? Oh, he sees him. Oh, he sees him for sure.
Woo! Los Leones right now getting crowded. I mean, you can actually fit at least 2-3 squads here, without engaging with one another. That's how big it is. But right now, it's getting populated by a lot of teams. We've got at least 5-7 teams here already residing Los Leones. DRS, however, trying to make their way in, but they're so close with BTR. So I feel like both the teams here will be definitely taking the bait to fight, but Delta, as well as another player here, XMPL, now on a 2-2 split, headed towards Los Leones, but this is a fight happening between who? Car and, yeah, these are the Vena boys.
Nade's flying through here, pushing up. And it's going to be BTR so far having a really good setup now to go for the spray. 10-4-1-3, spraying down. Finds Vena out, Barrow as well. And it's now going to be the players of BTR here closing up the distance because they know for a fact they got the numbers advantage. And, well, Hyena is going to be in the process of trying to divert a bit of attention in there. So BTR, you got to call for the reset as fast as they could. You deal with one squad, you got to deal with another.
Yes, sir. Stage 4, and we already lost 7 teams. Now make that 8 teams out of the game down to just 10. Talent Esports is, of course, still leading, and BTR was 2. And just how are you able to go into, capitalize on that spot?
It's pretty tough right now. And honestly, just by looking at the map here, Red Green, I mean, I don't exactly know how this one's going to pan out. I mean, you need to take a look at the Hyena. They're occupying the northern side. And at the moment of time, they can go for the strike. But hey, BTR and DRS are having a tussle right now. In fact, shots, nades connected. Delta able to get the nade to connect up against Car 24. Another nade flies through. And another player goes down to the ground.
Oh, it is hard. It is hard. But XMPL right now is doing incredibly great from the second. I think he's deciding whether or not he's going to be jumping onto the ground. I guess he did. XMPL now goes for the spray, but great follow through though coming from Kent, being Clark Kent at the moment.
Finding a lot of opportunities here. It's just all going to come down to the shift here once you get to the final circle. And SKF27 had the shot once again, but he just completely missed it.
Eagle eye. Honestly, I don't even know how he was able to spot that player, but fortunately for that player, there's some sort of a kitchen Samantha, or I don't know, a kitchen counter that he was able to hide himself from. So good one for dodging that attack. Now, looking at the final 5 teams, Tribe Aeromacy is still looking strong, followed by BTR. We also got Team Secret over here. HNE, again, part of the top 5, but not so much when it comes to the firepower. Same thing goes for Vagabonds. Now, they're looking for H2T inside the building, and it's such a high risk, for, BTR getting inside the building and actually raiding it because of the many corners. The design here in Miramar, so BTR obviously don't want to risk it. But just look at that. Even Tribe Aeromacy is putting a lot of pressure onto the side of BTR by throwing a lot of nades, but I think it's also the same thing that they're doing up against Team Secret here. So Tribe Aeromacy right now holding on to that chance of getting that chicken dinner.
On the rampage we go is going to be BTR here. AST, Tribe, Aeromacy hasn't been the brightest here so far on today's broadcast, but this could be the perfect opportunity for them to change the narrative up on the feed. BE able to get one here from the set of BTR, and Vagabond Saudi is now going to be eliminated. 3 squads remaining. It's I guess a juicy chicken dinner for these 3 teams. Let's just check which of these 3 incredible teams are going to be bagging the last winner chicken dinner. But from the left side, it's Kent that's been doing most of the job here for the side of Bigetron Red Knights. I don't see a Chill Guy playing for this round, and again, there's a lot of questions whether or not Chill Guy is Ruthles or perhaps he is Arc. I don't know, ladies and gents. Don't ask me. Let's just see the gameplay, and perhaps there's a signature move down there somewhere that could expose or give away who Ruthles is. But in the meantime, BTR
are already running out of space here. Oh, great shot coming from
Oh.
Tamang. I'm telling you, Tribe Aramesi has this one in the bag, Gordon.
Yeah, for sure they can have this one in the bag, but gotta get through the biggest threat that they have here. A lot of questions to be asked, but only one will prevail. Nade flying through, smokes deployed, at least 5 there, and the shot will connect here for the side of Tamang. Connections with both. Last player alive for the side of BTR is gonna be Villain here, and they know exactly what's up, and it's gonna be the Tribe Aramesi claiming the last and final chicken dinner for today's broadcast.
You know what? There were a lot of essential takedowns performed by